You have look. I've lost my train of thought. That happens at 47.
You have to be willing to do the work, though.
Yeah, you do.
You got to be willing to do the work. And sometimes we want stuff like lickety, like why come on strong just to fall back?
Well, that's because we're in the microwave era. Everybody wants things instantly. It's social media. We're in the ESPN phase of thing. You don't really. It's like probation. You don't really. It's the honeymoon phase. Everything's good in the beginning.
That's it.
But we got to really get to know the person to understand that things are going to change. Everybody got issues. Everybody got things that they've been through. It's how they navigate that and how we support each other. Yeah. And how can a woman be soft? And also, how can a woman create a place for a man to be soft? Yeah. Because that's what most men are looking for, is a place to be vulnerable and be able to share their feelings and be able just to chill the fuck out after we dealt with everything we dealt with through the world. And I'm sure that's what a lot of women are looking at too, especially black women, because they treating y'all horrible out there. And so we really got to create that. And there's a dynamic that's going on with us, even on all these little dating shows and everything else. Is dynamic that's pitting us against each other. And really, we need each other more than we know.
We're better together.
It's hard to create. It can be difficult to create that when you don't feel like it's safe for you to even like it. That can be a challenge. That can be a challenge, especially when there's not communication. In this day and age of cell phones, there's no reason why nobody is so busy that you can't send a quick text. I'm gonna be offline for 3 days. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, a woman needs to know that there's no question. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna question if you just say I'm gonna be unavailable for 3 days. Okay, I got you. I'm cool. But just to come on strong and then just pull back, that leaves the woman to question. Mm-hmm. So how can she show up for you in the way that you need her to show up for you when you're not providing safeness in that aspect? If that makes sense.
Are you asking me, or are you just saying
men in general?
Yeah, I can't speak for other men. I don't do that. I communicate, and I'm going to try to create a connection. If there's something bothering me, I'm going to be able to communicate to the person that I'm trying to establish or I'm in a relationship with, because that's part of the reason why they're there, is to support me in those times of need, instead of just disappearing. That's not really productive. They're isolating, and we all do it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I can't speak for what other men do or what other folks do. All I can speak for is me, and I wouldn't even entertain something like that. I would be communicative, and if I'm rocking with somebody, we're going to have ongoing communication. And if I need to manage my time or whatever, then you're going to know what that is. Like, this is what I have going on. I'm busy, X, Y, and Z, but people will kind of know what I have going on if we're really rocking, because we're going to be communicating. And vice versa, I should know what you have going on, because if I'm supposed to be helping try to provide and protect and things like that for my woman, then I need to know what she has going on as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And if that's your significant other, I don't know any situations in 2025 where you can be gone for 72 hours and you're too busy to talk to somebody.
I'm speaking like in the dating world. I'm not talking about like what did he say?
Significant.
I'm about to say specific other.
Well, even so, if you're dating somebody, it has to be consistent communication, because if I'm actually interested in you as a man, I'm gonna at least speak to you once a day, just to make sure it's okay. But if I'm really interested in you, there should be about 5 points of contact every day. And if you're saying I've lied to you and told you that I'm really interested in you, I want to see something go on, whether it's pre-sex or post-sex, 72 hours is a long fucking time. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday without saying anything to you. That's a long fucking time. Like, what could I have going on that, even if I had a top secret job, you're talking about 8 to 10 hours, and after I should be able to communicate with you. Let's he went to Afghanistan and he was on a flight for something like that. There's very few people that have that issue, that they can't talk for 72 hours.
Are you talking about like dating apps?
Just in general, just dating in general. Dating apps, I'm not dating.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm not on them joints either, but what I'm saying is I can see how people have these touch points, and then you may not even look at it for a few days, and then you tap back in.
Yeah. I'm talking about it real time.
When it gets to the point when you're serious, we're dating, we're hanging out, spending time with each other, and allocating times and things like that. Like, it shouldn't be no situation where people are disappearing like that. But if you're just on, that's like social media. Like, you may not check it for a day or two or whatever. I can see people like falling off. You got to have real expectations depending on what area and what you're talking about.
I was more talking about, at least you've gone on a couple of dates and you're exchanging information on a regular basis. But if you're on the dating app and you haven't even exchanged phone numbers, I ain't talking about that, because that's not your person. I'm saying at least that's your person, and y'all prior to this hiatus that you wanted to take, you were talking to him on a regular basis. And a guy
Mm.
who really likes a woman, it's 3 to 5 times a day he's saying good morning, good afternoon, blah blah blah, or something. Hey, I was thinking about you. Because if he's not, then he's sending it to somebody else. I mean, there's very few people that are just so damn busy they can't even drop a text. Hell, you
Mm.
can, if you have an Android, you can send the text and tell it when to send it. You ain't got to actually do it. You can just say, hey, look, send this. Good morning, beautiful, at 7:30. I'm gonna be asleep. Send this. Good afternoon at 12 noon. You can automate when you want
Hell,
when you want your phone to talk to you.
I understand you can do that, but to me, that like I say, like don't.
I'm
I
just
want
I'm
some impromptu.
I did
I
not
want
know
some
you could do that.
intentional. Yeah, you
Look,
Yes, you
can
can't do it
schedule
with an
your.
Apple phone, but you can do it with Android. You can
he's
do
in
it with Android.
constant
You can say,
contact with everybody. That's a cold game right there.
That is no, like don't
uh,
schedule me in your message, outgoing messages. Like I need mine to
Damn.
be personal.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what you would like, but at the same time, the counter for that is for a guy, there is no true science. If he's attracted to a woman, I can't get a woman to say this is how you acquire another woman. Most women will say to each her own or whatever she likes. So a guy to be effective, he got to throw a whole lot of spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks.